What's up, guys? JP back at you once again, bringing you guys episode number 22 in my 2017 Shelf by Shelf series. This series in which I show you guys everything that I own in my collection and talk about each title a little bit. So continuing along here, we have Orphan. And Orphan is a movie that I actually really liked. It was one of those films that I found in the Walmart dump bin. And this is something I miss about Walmart. They used to actually have like worthwhile movies in the dump bin. I would go to Walmart like every other week and always pick up some horror title that I didn't own, and Orphan was one of them. I wish they would put a lot of the direct-to-video movies that come out in the dump bin after a few months or whatever. I think it would definitely be cool for us horror fans. But Orphan was super solid. It may be a little predictable, but I just thought it was so well acted and executed. It's definitely one of my favorite movies of the year that it came out. I think it came out in like 2009 or something, if my memory is right. After that, we have Orca, the Killer Whale. This movie actually just got announced for Blu-ray from Umbrella Entertainment, based out of Australia. And this is a movie, it's one of the many Jaws ripoffs. I believe that this one is probably one of the better in terms of the Jaws ripoffs. I didn't love it the first time that I seen it, but I've only seen it one time. I think I need to probably give it a rewatch eventually, which I probably will once that Blu-ray comes out. After that, we have a really underrated movie. And this is Open Water 2: Adrift. This movie actually has very, very little to do with open water other than it's just set out in the open water. It's actually a pretty cool story. A bunch of people are out on like a party boat. They jump into water for a little bit of a swim, and they forget to put the ladder down, and they're basically just stuck. A really good movie, contained horror. I actually really like this, but it has been a really long time since I've seen it, so it might not hold up. After that, we have Outpost. Moods actually sent me this years ago, and I thought it was pretty good. There's actually 3 of these films now, but this is like a Nazi zombie movie with like ghost zombies, I guess. It's pretty cool, but it's been a little while since I've seen that one as well. After that, we have The Number 23, which stars Jim Carrey. This is a thriller style movie. I actually really like this movie. It's been a while since I've seen it, which, wow, man, I keep repeating that. I sound like an idiot. Yeah, but this movie, I remember being like really, really impressed with it when it came out. Everybody else kind of like made fun of it and like joked about it, but I just thought it was so good. I need to revisit that one. After that, we have P2, Christmas Horror. This movie's set on Christmas. Girl is trapped in a parking garage, and it's pretty good. Not too bad. Maybe a little bit of plot holes, like, oh, you should do this, oh, she should have did that, why isn't she doing this type things, like you have with a lot of these like contained horror films, but pretty good from what I remember. After that, we have The Pact, which I believe I have seen. I believe this is the one with the guy living in the walls. This one was pretty cool. IFC Midnight. I think they made a sequel a few years ago. Maybe not as good, but yeah, The Pact is pretty cool. After that, we have Paradise Lost 2. And I absolutely loved the first Paradise Lost. I thought it was an amazing movie. This is the second part of the trilogy about the murders at Robin Hood Hills, where 3 boys were arrested and charged with the murder, and it's a documentary on those 3 boys and the story. I can't wait to check this one out. I've been holding off on it for a little while, but I absolutely loved the first Paradise Lost. It actually made my number 2 spot in my top 10 of 1996, whether you consider it horror or not. I find 96 was not a strong year, so, I was kind of stretching a little bit. After that, we have Paranormal Entity, which is a movie that I believe is actually pretty good. It's like one of those Asylum films, I believe. The Asylum, yeah, which is like the sort of rip-off of whatever's popular. So you have like Transformers is out, they make Transmorphers. Paranormal Activity is out, they make Paranormal Entity. But I hear this one's actually not too bad. After that, we have Pelt. I watched this one a while ago. It is sort of a I think it's like a Wrong Turn ripoff. I don't remember it being amazing. I remember it being okay. I can't remember much about it though. After that, we have Peterson, which this I just got this because it was part of that Ozploitation Classics, which normally I didn't really know what it was. I thought it was like a sleazy horror film, but it's actually like a comedy or something. So didn't even give it a shot really. After that, we have Parasitic. I grabbed this at Dollar General. Pretty cool cover, so I was like, okay, gotta get this. $2.95. Ridiculous imagery on the back. I can't pass it up. I have a sickness for buying movies at Dollar General. After that, we have Patrick, which is a Synapse Films release. This is an older Synapse Films release, but Patrick's pretty cool. It's about a comatose guy who might not be comatose. Honestly, there's like a few cool like shock moments in this movie, but it is so goddamn long that it just drags and drags and drags, and you just have these like certain moments that are kind of cool, but it's really not the greatest movie, honestly. But it's good, but it's so slow. After that, we have The People Under the Stairs, one of my favorite Wes Craven films of all time. Absolutely love this movie. Grew up on it. It was amazing, and it's just a true love of mine. I love this movie so much. After that, we have The Relic and Pet Sematary 2. Yeah, you know, The Relic I really don't like that much. It's okay, but I just find that it's very, very bland. And a lot of people say that it's an underrated like creature feature, but it's really, really bland, guys. I don't know what it is about it. I watched it a couple times. I never need to see it again. Pet Sematary 2, I absolutely love, actually. Pet Sematary 2 is a blast. Recently reviewed it a couple months ago on the 22 shots, and I loved it. This is actually supposed to be over here. Sometimes my DVDs get out of order. After that, we have Pet Sematary, which is another title that I reviewed on the 22 shots, and man, I fell back in love with this movie. It is just a amazing movie. If you want to hear a full review of it, definitely check out that episode. After that, we have Phantasm. I remember I bought this DVD when it came out. This Anchor Bay collection came out $20 at FYE. It was brand new. Could not pass it up. This is back when I didn't really collect, but I would just pick up certain things, and I was just like so excited to check this out, because I grew up watching it and I never owned it, and I was just like, dude, this is so cool. I immediately watched every single special feature on it, and just was like obsessed with it. After that, we have Phantasm 3 Lord of the Dead, which is you know, honestly, it's like not the best of the Phantasm movies. I actually used to like this one more than Part 4, but I think I came around on Part 4 a little bit more. Phantasm 3, pretty good, but not the best. Probably the worst in the series besides Part 5. Phantasm 4 Oblivion. This one, I just remember not liking when I first seen it, but becoming really, really impressed the next time around, because of how they utilized the footage, the unused footage from the original film, and pretty much cobbled together a Phantasm film out of it that's actually pretty solid. So I was very happy with that. After that, we have The Phantom of the Opera, the silent version. Been a while since I've seen this one as well, but I've only seen it one time. It was pretty good. Don't have too much to say about it. After that, we have Phobic. I think I watched this one. It's about like a agoraphobic person. I honestly don't really remember. I don't remember being too impressed with it, so probably not one that I'm going to revisit. Then we have Phone, which was a 2002 Asian flick. This is Tartan Asian Extreme. This one was pretty good. Not the best movie in the world, but definitely thought it was pretty good. You know, honestly, not a huge fan of Japanese ghost story movies, and that's what that one is from my memory. Then we have Pieces, which I got this in a contest. It has this ugly ass NC. Like, who does that? Like, who is that worried about somebody getting their copy of Pieces confused with somebody else's, so they have to label it so they know it's their version of Pieces. Which this is a Time and Entertainment release. Wow, they even marked the back of it. One day I might swap this case out, but I don't know. Looking to try to grab that Blu-ray from Grindhouse before I really worry about that. Pretty cool movie. You don't have to go to Texas for a Chainsaw Massacre. After that, we have Pieces of Talent signed here. Moods hooked me up with a copy of this. I just think that's amazing. And it's really cool to have it signed too. This is a great movie that came out, I believe, in 2014. It was Moods' #1 film in 2014, and it was my number 10. So definitely check it out if you have it. After that, we have Piggy. This was one of those movies I picked up during, I don't know, a specific year where I was kind of preparing for a top 10, you know, like 2015 or something, and I just never got around to checking it out. I got this at Walmart. It was, I don't know, I like the cover. It was kind of cool. After that, we have the copy of Piranha. This is the Roger Corman's cult classic. I remember picking this up. It was like right when the new Piranha came out, and I actually thought this was it. And I bought it at Walmart for $20. But really, I mean, I was pretty happy with it because this particular cover is pretty damn cool. This was back when Shout Factory was doing their Roger Corman Cult Classics label. Pretty cool stuff. Always been a fan of the original Piranha. And then we move on to the Piranha remake, which I actually meant to order the Piranha TV movie, and they sent me the Piranha remake. So now I have this shitty copy of the Piranha remake, which I do like, but I think there's like an unrated version that is out there, and this is the R-rated version, so I really don't want this. So yep, that's it for this part, guys. See you guys in the next one. Peace.